this just in, tomorrow night's meeting, we meet on the third Wednesday of the month, which is tomorrow night, so this would be our meeting, but Oscar came in and said, this just in, our next meeting will be Wednesday, December 19th, just a few days before Christmas. Hopefully you got all your Christmas shopping done. You're not too stuffed from the meeting that you missed. This is one of the few times that we actually cancel a meeting, so not a big deal. I feel like David Letterman. Yeah. So anyways, I'm Pat Jones. I'm the president of Chicago A.B.A.T.E. And Oscar, he's on the phones. He's waiting for your calls right now. This is a live show, 312-738-1060. Unless you're seeing this in the future, then tonight's a live show. So if you're seeing it next week, and I'm saying it's tonight, tonight's really tonight, the 20th, and not next week sometime. So this already happened. In the time and space continuum, this is already done. Right, Oscar? Anyways, now, what do we have tonight? Nothing. We have absolutely nothing. I didn't hear back from Ski, so we don't know what happened at that big meeting that they were having down at A.B.A.T.E last month, or last week. They called a special meeting, and A.B.A.T.E did get invited regarding the autonomous vehicles, so we'll have to get an update for Ski, get that out to you. You can always go to our website, www.chicagoabate.com. Check there, see if we put an update up there. Usually Kevin, if he's not, I always say if he's not on the pipe, then everything will be fine. He'll have something on there, but check on there, see if Kevin got it up. We got all kinds of stuff to tell you about tonight. All of these cool stickers that Oscar's going to be giving out for Christmas. For Christmas, the 19th, that's going to be our Christmas meeting, so to speak. So we're going to have Oscar there, and Oscar's going to be giving out all of these beautiful free stickers. Free stickers. Free. You want stickers? We got them. These are small ones. Okay, share the road, start seeing motorcycles. We've got some clear ones that you can put on your back window, your side windows. I actually have one on my truck, my government truck that I drive every day. I have start seeing motorcycles on the back. I haven't been yelled at. We'll see what happens now that they know on the show. But there's a bunch of our vehicles that have them. And we've got those, I don't have one here, but it's not the gear up one. It's something similar to this, but it's the window cling where you put it on and it faces out. That's pretty cool. Haven't been yelled at for that one either. So then again, I haven't cut people off. Got to use the turn signals. So tonight, I think we should ask some questions out of this book and see if anybody calls in and knows the answers. So here's the first question, and they're not in order. The best way to stop quickly is to A, use the front brake only, B, use the rear brake first, C, throttle down and use the front brake, or D, use both brakes simultaneously. If you don't know the answer to that, I don't want to see you on a bike. Plain and simple. Maybe a Schwinn, but that's about it. Anyways, call us. Oscar's got prizes. He's got these awesome prizes that we're going to be giving out. You call up, come down here, get a prize. Oscar will be waiting out there for you. He's only waiting until 9:30, and then he's going home. So he's shaking his head. Oscar will be out there. Let's see. Let's see if we can figure out where Oscar's at tonight. Okay, there we go. Oscar, my man. Okay, now, the other thing I wanted to tell you about tonight is our state seminar is coming up, and that is going to be around the third week of January. This week, by Friday, I'm going to be reserving all the hotel rooms. So if you want to come down, if you need a room, you're paying for it. We're not paying for it. If you want to come down, it's the 18th, 19th, and 20th. So you get down there Friday. Saturday they have the breakout sessions. You can go in if you want to learn how to be this guy right here. Check it out. You know what's coming, right? If you want to learn this guy's job, this guy, all you got to do is show up. You can learn how to do the products, which is simply really a no-brainer. I mean, Oscar knocks it out of the ballpark. You can learn that if you want to learn how to be me. It's sort of impossible, but it's not very impossible when you get down there. They'll tell you what you need to do to run a chapter, and my opinion of what you need to do to run a chapter is this guy right here. This guy. Wait, this guy. Okay, with him and the rest of our board members, you know what? Sorry, I got to take Oscar off for a minute. So let's just go down the line here. It's not me that makes this thing work, although I am kind of cute in this picture. But you got Scraps. That's not a turd, it's a cigar. Mrs. Jones, who has been the secretary for 15, 17 years or so. Jimbo, this guy can pinch 9 cents out of a nickel. 9 cents he can get out of a nickel. Don't mess with him. I know. We got Kevin, our webmaster, and our legislative director. So these guys, John Cuppin, big supporter of A.B.A.T.E. Let me tell you something about John and Debbie. I'll show you his wife in a minute. They came to our spring fling many years ago, never left. They never left. They actually went and got this guy, Andy. Whoa. Wow. They went and got Andy gas for his bike that he ran out of gas, the dummy. Noreen, no longer with us. You know, we miss her, but not really. We got Diane. You've seen her on the show. She's our safety and ed coordinator, and she does a bang-up job. She took over for Road Dog. We miss Road Dog. I miss you, brother. Rest in peace. And we got Sandy, a.k.a. She-Wolf, right? She knocks that membership stuff out. John again. We got, oh, this guy, Oscar. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oscar, he can, let me tell you something. He not only answers phones, but he's there. Anything we need done. I once sent Oscar to Antioch 2 times in 2 days. So, shaking your head, right? I didn't know how to spell Taiwan. I'm sorry. Okay? So, we were doing something for someone, and I had to make this thing up, and I asked Oscar to bring it up to Storman up in Antioch. Get a call later on. It's spelled wrong. Do it yourself next time. How's that? Oscar says, no, I'll run up there. So, Oscar's okay. I like him. You know, he's on the phones. Give him a call. 312-738-1060. He's waiting for Angelo to call tonight because Angelo wanted Oscar to run the show, and Oscar didn't want to be on the show. We are going to get him out here one night. We are going to drag. He's shaking his head. I wish I could show you what he's doing out there. So, that being said, it's not just me. I don't run a chapter. I get to run the meeting and break a tie if we got to vote on something, plain and simple. I keep getting elected because Oscar don't want to do it. When Oscar's president, then I'll be happy. I'm going to kick back. Every meeting will be outside. I'll smoke a cigar. I'll drink, and they can run the meeting. But if you want to learn how to work the products booth, our legislative stuff, that's one of the most important besides our safety and ed person, Diane, the legislative stuff, because we need to know what's going on in Chicago, Springfield, Villa Park, Evanston, Rockford. We need to know what's going on all around the state, and believe me, these guys cover it. Dan Harper, there's no picture of Dan Harper up there. Why is that? Let's see. Dan Harper is our PR guy. He's our PR guy right now, and there's no picture of him. All right, somebody shoot us a picture of Dan. Oh, there he is. There he is, Dan Harper. Okay? He is our PR guy right now. It says former board member. No, not a former board member. He is a board member again. Also, thank you, Dan. I understand you just volunteered to be on the A.B.A.T.E PAC, which is our political action committee. That's where we grade politicians, we go to their events, we talk with them, and we get good working relationships with them. Dan volunteered to be on the pack. I love him. I love that man. So, if you want to learn more about that, pardon?
Angelo said he's listening.
Tell him let's go. Put him through. Oh, Angelo will want to talk, right? Right, sweet. Short, fat, bald, greasy, Italian, angry. I'll think of some more. But that's Angelo. So, why are you laughing, Oscar? It's not funny. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, Dan Harper, whether he knew it or not, he volunteered to be on the state pack, and he submitted a beautiful letter. I wrote it for him. So, congrats, Dan. I seen your name on the spreadsheet. You'll be going down to Springfield with me every time we got a meeting. Oscar, I'm going to take you down there one time, too. If you want to learn how to do any of this, you know, you don't have to be a member of the board to be on one of the packs. There's a state pack, there's a Fed pack, and you can learn all of that just by coming to the seminar in January. Of course, I'll have a nice big jacuzzi suite that I'll let the wife stay in there with me. You know, set up the bar. You guys come by, eat, drink, be merry. And I don't know if we said anything about Truck from Creed Motorcycle Club. Truck passed away a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. Truck was a big supporter of A.B.A.T.E. I believe he was the vice president of Northern Illinois A.B.A.T.E. And Big Mike, if you're listening, give us a call so we could talk a little bit about Truck. But thoughts and prayers go out to his family, his brother Kurt. Truck was always a great time. And one day we were trying to get into his room, and I kicked the bathroom door open, and there he was sitting down doing his business. So I do have a picture of that somewhere. We will put it up somewhere. So I got to send it to his brother first, but yeah, I got you, Truck. I caught you in the crapper. Yes, we did. Truck was one of the nicest guys. In fact, we left our room one night to go. The seminar's held in the Northfield, Springfield Northfield, and we stay in the Ramada, Springfield. And you got to walk across a lot, so we decided to go over, and Truck's legs were hurting, so he didn't want to walk. So like, yeah, we'll go over, just, you know, when you're done with the room, close the doors, and we'll be back. We came back to the room. The room was immaculate. He cleaned the whole damn room. I looked, I said, you know what, honey? Because I was with my wife, the real one. I said, if I didn't have you, I would marry Truck. So, not a better guy that you can meet anywhere, do anything for you. Truck, we miss you. God bless you and your family. That's my spiel for you tonight, Truck. So, other things you can do at the seminar, you can meet politicians. They come out for the dinner on Saturday night, and they just mingle with the crew. Hopefully the outgoing governor, our member of our chapter, Bruce Rauner, will stop in, you know, say his final goodbyes, because I believe January they swear in the new governor. And we don't know what we're going to get with JB. I don't have great expectations for the man, but you never know. He does want to legalize marijuana, so there's something back there. There's some underlying thing with him. So maybe he'll turn out to be Dennis Hopper, an Easy Rider, right? Just a straight guy in a suit. All of a sudden he's on the back. Well, he's a little big to be on the back of a bike. What? Oscar says he'll take him on the back of his bike. Does he got to sit butt to butt or nut to butt, Oscar? Which way? Oh, he's got to sit butt to butt, so JB, you'll be facing backwards. You can look and see everything you missed going forward. Oscar, you're a good guy. See, I told you, Oscar will do anything for you. JB, Oscar's got a seat for you on his bike, unless he gets a sidecar. We go with the sidecar? No. Sorry, it's butt to butt, JB. Anyways, I don't have great expectations for the guy. I've heard him speak a lot, and he just doesn't wow me. Never know. The first time we met, the person that would become governor, impressed the crap out of me. I almost said the S word. Impressed the crap out of me. I went there, met up with me and Andy, and two of his guys, and man, what a nice guy. Very impressive. Didn't seem like he was Mr. Billionaire or anything like that. He was just a down-to-earth guy. In fact, we went to the Billy Goat, had a good time there. had some good burgers, and the rest is history, man. I mean, he turned out to be a great governor for motorcycling and a great person. So, Gov, we thank you for your service. I know it's not over yet. We still got till December. I'm going to try to get you down here so we can officially tell you goodbye. And hopefully not goodbye. Maybe stay active somewhere. Who knows? JB, he's going to appoint people. Never know. Appoint you to the marijuana crew. Me, you, Kevin, and Oscar. Samples, free samples. Okay, I told you about our meeting next month. That's going to be December 19th at the brewery as usual. You might want to stop out, see what Oscar's going to be giving out, you know, some stickers and stuff. And we also got pens and hats and shirts and jackets, so you never know what Oscar's going to put in his goodie bag. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about is we just had our membership party 2 weeks ago. And Andy, where's Andy? I showed you a picture of him before. That's Oscar. We don't want Oscar no more. Andy actually went above and beyond. Okay? Andy went above and beyond. He filled a whole pool table. We were at Elite Billiards, Oscar, on Manheim Road. And he filled the whole table with prizes. He put out whiskey, he put out all prizes, and this all came out of his own pocket, in case nobody knows. And he did raise money for A.B.A.T.E. Andy's got a great heart. The food was good. We did pay for the food, Andy. Nobody's smiling at me. Yeah. So we did pay for the food. It was a good time. Elite, they gave us 6 tables, and you played pool for 5 hours, Oscar. We were there 5 or 6 hours. Played pool for free. So thank you to those guys. They've always been great to us anytime we want to do something out there. You can see more of them. I believe we got a link on a website, so go to Chicago A.B.A.T.E website. Start looking up the people that support us. We support them. At our next meeting is the elections, believe it or not. So be there. We will be electing a new president. Maybe Dan Harper, maybe Oscar, maybe Danny. Who knows? Danny could be president, right? He's a president up north. Why can't he be of A.B.A.T.E? That's it. Show's over. No? All right, we're not done. Oh, okay. Sorry, I got to give you guys a little bit more time, he says. So, nobody called in with the answer to that question. I bet Angelo knows, but he's not saying. What else do we got here to show you? We told you about what you get when you join A.B.A.T.E. You get a newsletter every month from the state. You get a nice patch about that big. The year rockers underneath it. We do 1 and 5 year memberships. You can buy gift memberships for people if you want. All right? That would be cool. And another thing, we were talking about, Oscar and I were talking about the shooting over at the hospital yesterday. 2 of our members worked at hospital, just so you know. Dan Harper and Jimbo. Jimbo, my treasurer, and Dan Harper, our PR person. And he's the past state legislative coordinator, too. They both worked at hospital. They do security there. And thank God they weren't there yesterday. But if they were, I think things might have been a little bit different because they don't run. They don't run away. They run too. All right? They're real men. So thoughts and prayers out to the families of the victims there. And remember one thing, though. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. That's my political statement. That's my statement, not Chicago A.B.A.T.E.'s, not the state of Illinois statement. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. Okay? Yeah? Can we say that? I just did. Anyways, nobody called up with the answer, so nobody wins anything. It's, let's see. Use both brakes simultaneously. That was a no-brainer. Even Oscar shaking his head. You got it right? Come on. Next one. Making eye contact with other drivers. A, is a good sign they see you. B, is not worth the effort it takes. C, does not mean the other driver will yield. Or D, guarantees that the other driver will yield to you. What's the answer, Oscar? What's the answer? My answer would be it's not worth the effort it takes. Because either they see you or you don't. Some of these questions, and I've gone through this book and the previous ones, some of the questions, in my opinion, were not correct. In fact, we have a video that we show when we go into the schools, and then there's like a 10-question questionnaire that we put out to the kids. Doesn't count towards their grade, but it shows their knowledge about what they're going to be doing when they're driving. And there's some questions on there that I do not agree with, plain and simple. The knees on the gas tank, I don't believe that. I raise up off the pedals a little, off the pegs a little bit, or floorboards. I have floorboards now. I don't put my knees on the gas tank and hold the handlebars. Or I try to avoid running something over, except when you're on I-55 and you hit an alligator, and the alligator jumps up, it goes under your bike, hits the guy behind you, and almost takes out the guy behind him. Not fun. That happened to one of our guys on a trip, and we wanted to get ski on board to get legislation going to somehow mark tires so we know where they came from, the retreads on the road, because you can get killed with one of those damn things. And we call them alligators, in case everybody's wondering what I'm talking about. You know, when you see that big piece of tire, alligators.
Angelo said it's not a guarantee they will yield. Making eye contact.
All right, he won. What does he win? Let's, what are we going to give him? We could give him this. All right, let's give him that. All right, Angelo, you just won this sticker, all right? But you got to come get it. Now what? Put him through, Oscar. Hello?
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 Yes. Okay. I agree with your answer, but I also like to say it's not worth the effort it takes. So,
Well, I agree with that too.
Angelo, do you have one of these books? Have you ever read this book?
Yes, I have read that book, and that's how I passed the test.
Really? So, let me ask you this, because I like you. Did you go to one of the MRF classes, the Motorcycle Safety Foundation, or did you go to like a
I
dealer?
did. No, I went to the one at the Joliet Junior College.
Okay, so that's the one that the state puts on, which the money that they use to put that on comes out of our license plate fees. You know that, correct?
I did not. I know that now.
Yes. So here's what happens: we buy plates, we renew our plates. All that money goes into a fund. That fund they try to sweep. I'm going to show this sticker right here because this is the one relevant to what you're talking about, what we are talking about. Okay, see this startseeingmotorcycles.org? Okay.
Yes.
That right there, that website, that's who runs all that safety classes and gets you your M classification. When we renew, a portion of our money goes into that fund. That fund was once swept by Rod Blagojevich, former governor and inmate. Well, he's still an inmate. Judy Bartopinka told him, "You can try to take it. I'm not writing a check. I love her. I miss her. She was a great lady." So they charge you $20 to do that class, right? You go through the class. At the end, they give you your money back. It's just a holding thing. So you can either give them the money back, get a T-shirt from them, but they do teach you right. How did you like the class? Rate it.
Oh, it's definitely a 12 on a scale of 1 to 8.
Yeah? That's a pretty big scale. I can't imagine you on a scale either.
Well, I usually borrow yours.
Mine's broke. You can ask Tiny. He told me mine was broke. Angelo, thank you for calling in. You won a sticker, so you got to come get it. You got to drive all the way from where you live to come up to Chicago to get this sticker. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, tell Oscar I'm on my way. I'll be there about 10:30.
He'll be waiting in the parking lot. Hey, that's all for tonight. We got to wrap this show up. Angelo, thank you for calling in. Thank you for winning the sticker. We will see you next week.